I've just been finishing up an album with Derek Sherinian. It's called The Phoenix. And we've decided to pick out three parts of the album with interesting kind of drumminess, I guess. And these are the three parts you're going to hear. This first one is a track called Dragonfly. This particular section is actually the probably the simplest part. It's the 3/4 section, meaning it's in three. And the interesting thing about this is I actually play something very, very simple on the ride cymbal. I'm actually only playing three. And the upbeats, I'm playing with an open hi-hat. So it gives a feeling of being not complicated, but it kind of has that lovely swishing motion. A little bit like this. You notice that the cymbal never stops playing. Even though I throw in a couple of fills, I'm always coming back to those quarter notes. And of course, all the little ghost notes on the snare drum help glue it all together. So that's Dragonfly. Octopus Pedigree, the drum solo. The meter is above 7/8 and above, in this fashion, I'd say 8/8. It's just easier to think of it. But it could be above 7/8 and 2 bars of 4/8. Why do I say 7/8 and 4? It could be 7/4 and 2 bars of 4/4. It could be above 7/4 and 1 bar of 8/4. It really doesn't matter. The lower figure is always really donated by the tempo of the song. So when I'm soloing, I don't even think about the meter at all. I'm listening to the riff, and that's what I'm playing off. And if you listen to the solo, you'll hear me hint at parts of the riff that I'm listening to. But then I remember doing, it's always difficult to do recorded drum solos. Frankly, if I had my own choice, I would never do a recorded drum solo. I don't like them very much, only because it's puts you on the spot, doesn't it? So it's always it's a double-edged sword. I always try to keep it very musical and have some relation to the song rather than, oh, this is a chance where I can throw this in or throw this in. But often you're playing something and you just happen to play a figure which was basically in threes. It's all triplets. So if we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm actually thinking of it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how I'm thinking it. I'm tapping my foot really in that mode. So I'm going across the bar line. And within that, I can then play stuff, I guess it's called linear. I'm not really sure. For example, the triplets or the groups of three would be like this. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I start playing that just for a few beats. And then for some reason, I just I did a metric modulation and started playing, you could almost call it Rosanna over 7 and 8 in triplet form. So this is how it would work. We got our meter, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're just hearing the drum, so there's no way you can really hear the riff against it. But if you listen to the record, you'll see how that works. And I love doing that kind of stuff. It's not technically very involved, but it feels good and it records well. It gives plenty of space in the recording medium for something to come out that's, I think, just a little bit more effective. And it's a lot of fun. So there you go, octopus pedigree. Okay, so Pesadeo. Again, it's in 7/8. And I'm actually playing it more as a 7/4. So again, half the time. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. But I'm playing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I treat odd meters, because I want it to sound good, I want it to feel good, and I want it to groove. And I figured that if I did that, that was a one way of doing it. So typically my hi-hat pattern would be something like this, 3, 4. But in 7. So the first bar, the open hi-hats are on the beat, and then in the second bar, they're on the upbeat, as it were. And that's basically where the groove is, that's how it's formed. And then I listen to what all the other instruments are doing and pick out my favorite bits, let's say. And that's where the kick drum and the snare drum hits. I'll play the groove and then I'll slow it down. And slowing it down is always very difficult. Let me figure this out. So, right.